y'all, we're going to be talking about some of my yearly favorites from last year. I want to talk about products that I still feel like are holy grail favorites even a year and more later. We're going to talk about some really good makeup that is not new. Let's jump into it. Okay, y'all, so I wanted to kind of test myself and see if I could remember what products I said were yearly favorites from last year. So I shopped my stash. I let myself pull 10 that I'm like, you know what, I love these products. I know I got these last year. I know they were favorites. And then I checked myself after I had my 10 that I'm like, I still love these so much. I looked up my video from last year. You can definitely check that out if you want to see the full thing because it was a long one. And I did it. I pulled 10 products that are still favorites that were favorites then. Now, let me just go ahead and tell you there is a long list of products from last year. I did not look at skincare, hair care, fragrance. Listen, I just shopped my stash first for the 10 products. So if you want to see the full list, definitely go watch that video. If you did not watch it last year, I feel the same about the products. Like, I don't have a different opinion about any of those products, but I did want to show you the 10 products that came to mind. Let's call this one number 11. Okay, of course, my collaboration with Adept Cosmetics was the highlight of my year, honestly. This is the Heather Austin palette, and this palette Adept kept in stock for over a year, which I appreciate so much. That's not super typical with collaborations with creators. So the fact that Adept kept this for so long, it really, really, really meant a lot to me. And after it went out of stock, I want to say that was around March or April of this year, Adept did decide to re-release my palette, and I'm so happy about that. So this, of course, is still a highlight from last year, and it is still a favorite now. Of course it is. I will link to this and everything I talk about down below. If I have affiliate codes with any of these brands, I of course will pop them on the screen. I do have a code with Adept and a couple of the things that we are going to talk about today, but I had to talk about this one first. I also had a brush favorites set with Sigma Beauty that launched in December of last year. It is currently out of stock at the time that I'm filming this, but it is coming back. If it's back already, I will make sure to note that in the description box below, but it is coming back. That, of course, was a favorite as well. Let's talk about the makeup I shopped my stash for. I knew that this Huda concealer is a favorite now, and it launched last year. This is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer. You see, I have multiple. Okay, I'm in my light shade right now for the winter, and I'm in shade 4.5. So Granola, also have my summer shade. What I love about that concealer is it does give me a faux filter. I mean, to an extent. You know, I have oily skin. I live in a humid place. Like, we have humidity all the time where I live. I have oily skin. Not combo, not kind of oily, like oily skin. I still get comments, just like I got comments when I was in middle school. I get comments now, people saying, your skin is so shiny. It's oil, okay? It's oil. I don't like to really look flat matte. I like a skin-like matte, and that is what that concealer gives me. It handles my oil so well. That is an easy way for me to tell if a concealer is awful. Are my oils going to start breaking it apart in 30 minutes? You think I'm being dramatic, but there are some concealers out there that my oil is like snack time and eat. This concealer is not that. It lasts more than 12 hours on me. It does not emphasize texture. It doesn't settle weird into pores. When my oil does come through, it comes through in a very pretty way, a way that I like, a way that looks just like my skin, you know? But I'm also, with my oily skin, I am 36 years old, so I do have some little lines and crinkles under my eyes. It's normal. I'm very fortunate that I get to age, and this concealer does not settle weird into those lines. It doesn't emphasize anything. It doesn't make me look crepey. It does what it needs to do. And if I were picking out like my top 3 concealers of all time, this would be in there. This would be in there. It's so good. It's dependable. I now have worn, like, I bought this at launch. I've worn it through all the seasons, winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you have to do is call on the Huda Beauty concealer for me. Okay, I'm being silly. Let's next talk about the Sigma powder. This is the Soft Focus Setting Powder in Vanilla Bean. I'm pretty sure this launched in summer of 2022. So this has been with me for over a year too, through all the seasons. This powder is so beautiful. It is not a completely mattifying powder. Like it's a soft focus. It's a very skin-like matte. It's not radiant. It doesn't have shimmer particles, but it doesn't set things down in a matte way. It's definitely more of a skin-like soft matte finish than my Huda Beauty Easy Bake, which I love. My One Size setting powder, I love those. But this is one that's going to give you a little more of a soft finish. I am wearing it under my eyes today because my skin needed a little soft focus finish today, if you know what I mean. So I really enjoy this, and I also have it in a deeper shade that I like to use as a finishing powder on the rest of my face. So I'll set my under eye powder with something lighter, brighter. Right now I am today using the shade Vanilla Bean, so I'll take the next shade up and kind of buff on and set the rest of my face. It's beautiful, like pressing it in with a puff or using a brush. It doesn't matter. It just looks really pretty. Like, it's such a good product. I'm pretty sure I will have one in an upcoming empties video. I need to do my empties for the year. My empties bin is getting full, but I'll also mention a product that is probably going to be in an empties video. No, I know it's going to be in an empties video. It is this one. This is the Lunar Beauty Lip Oil. I love Lunar Beauty lip products. I'm pretty sure their liquid lipsticks and glosses were on my favorites list for 2021 or maybe 2020. But 2022, Lunar Beauty launched lip oils and I fell in love. I have emptied multiple of these. Do you hear me? Multiple lip oils I have gone through. There are a lot of good lip oils now. I feel like Lunar Beauty was one of the first lip oils that I tried that I fell in love with. And I've since tried a lot that I really like. Tons of brands are making lip oils. But if I could like make a list of my top favorites, I know this would be in the top favorites because this isn't just a good lip oil. This is a great lip oil. This one right here, I don't know if you can see, but the oil is like down to here. This is actually the shade Tease Me. So this is the one that is a little bit of a purple tint. There are some that are very clear sheer, and then there's this purple one and there's a red one that have more color to them. The Lunar Beauty lip oils feel like water on your lips, but they give you hydration. Like, they are going to take care of your lips. They're so, I mean, you see, like, I'm still using this. I love. I think they're amazing. And, I mean, Lunar Beauty, please, if you watch this ever, give me a lip oil for every fruit ever made. I want a pineapple, I want a guava, and give me some savory things too. Honey, like, come on. I will take 100 lip oils, please and thank you. let's talk about the Oracle Chrome Highlighter Palette from BellaBeauteBar. When I bought this, I did not know how much I would love it. And let me tell you something that maybe I should be ashamed of, but I'm not. I bought a second one. Listen, I was placing an order on the site, and I'm like, what if they decide to discontinue this one day? Do you know how many times I have used this palette and the pans are still full? Yet the desperation was there that I must have a backup, that I bought another one. It's true. You're looking at this, if you've never seen this before, and you might be thinking, what is special about that? Okay, let me tell you. I'm so happy you asked me. This is gorgeous. These are multi-chrome highlighters. Okay, do you hear me? Multi-chrome highlighters. Beautiful though. Like, do you see my cheeks? I know you see. They're glowing. This is a fun highlighter, okay? This is not a champagne type of glowy highlighter. This is multi-chrome. They shift. They shine. This one, the moon right here, has this sparkle to it that's so beautiful. They are not overly sparkly, but there is sparkle there. So if you are somebody who is like even just a hint of sparkle, you're checked out, you're not having it, you're running, you're like, don't get the sparkle on me, this isn't for you. But if you're somebody who's like, I like a little sparkle, but I don't want it to be chunky, but I like the reflect, I feel like sparkle can give that wet look. This is so good. This has been on many trips with me. I reach for this for inner corner shades to match with my highlight a lot. It is the best. I love. This is probably my #1 favorite product from BellaBeauteBar. I don't think I will ever get enough of it. it's so good. Let's talk about another colorful highlighter formula that was a favorite. This is the Low Light palette from Unearthly Cosmetics. I'm not sure if Unearthly is still selling the palette actually, but these are colorful highlighters that have a transparent base. And this, I'm pretty sure this was a 2020 or 2021 favorite, and then they kind of updated the packaging and they swapped out one of the shades last year, and that's why it was a favorite for 2022. But I've had it, I'm pretty sure, since they launched. But this is their updated version. I don't know if they sell this anymore because they do have low light highlighter singles on their site though. But these are colorful highlighters with a transparent base, meaning when you put them on, you're not gonna have a weird cast to your skin. I know that these highlighters work beautifully on deep dark skin because I've seen so many people wear these, and that transparent base allows the highlighters to work for all skin tones. I just wanted to kind of point that out because I know a lot of times with colorful highlighters, depending on if you're super fair or if you're super deep, they can look almost like an eyeshadow on your cheek and not really blend in seamlessly. There she goes. She got it together. That is all fine and dandy if that is what you are going for, but these are going to give you that colorful highlight to where you are looking at somebody face on and you're not going to have a cast to your face where it looks like a stripe, but when you turn, you're going to have that beautiful glow. I love that. I loved the low light formula, love the low light formula so much that I got to make my own duo with Unearthly that released this year. This is the Resurgence Highlighter Duo. It is in that beautiful Unearthly formula. So even though this may look a little scary to some, it has a transparent base. You can see they are multi-chromes. They shift beautifully. These are my babies, Renewal and Rebirth. I am wearing these all the time. Blush topper, inner corner shades, highlight, everything. So I loved it so much, I got to make my own with the brand. Kaleidos liners. These are, I think they're like Epiphany Melt Eyeliner or something. Okay. They're multi-chrome eyeliners. Wonderful. There's tons of them out there these days. But I can tell you, I have allergies. My eyes get irritated. I wear my makeup all day. Okay? I'm just putting on makeup for YouTube type of person. I am putting my makeup on and I'm wearing it all day. When I was working 12-hour night shifts at the hospital, that meant my makeup was on 16 plus hours. Okay? These are staying in my waterline. They're staying in my waterline. I'm actually wearing it today. I'm wearing Night of Creation, this purpley color. They don't tug. Sometimes I have eyeliners, they stay on, you know, but I have to be like, warming them up on my hand. I don't like that. These, you twist up, they glide on, they stay. Like, I don't even need to touch it up right now. And my makeup has been on some hours right now, okay? They're good. They're good. What can I say? And I pulled these from Kaleidos too. 2 Kaleidos products. These mono blushes. I only pulled out one out of my collection, the one I'm wearing today, but I do love them. I really love the one that's like this, light in tone and bright, but it's like a peachy orange color too. So if you're not into the pinky shades like me, they do have orange, nude. I feel like nude blush is going to be big for 2024, and Kaleidos has a really, really pretty one. When I say nude, I mean one that has more of like a brown undertone to it, so it's not quite a bronzer because it has that hint of like, it has that hint of rosiness, but looking at it, it looks brown, and when you put it on, it's different from the bronzer, but it also gives you this seamless look. I feel like that's going to be a big trend for next year, but I still love my pinky blushes. I love the contrast of a pink blush like this on my olive warm skin, but this formula is what I love. It seems like no matter what, it always looks beautiful. If I go in and I'm heavy-handed, because sometimes I'm just getting ready, I'm not thinking, I'm just like playing and having fun, and I'm like, oh, I went in with a lot of blush. I can always blend it to look nice. If I want just a hint of blush, I can get that. Like, no matter what, it always looks good. And I never have a problem with it fading either. At the end of the day, when I look at myself, when I'm getting ready to take the makeup off and go to bed, the blush is still there. And I like that. I like that. I like that. Remember, it's not always just new releases that are good. This stuff has been out for a while and it is still great. Let's talk about this foundation. This is the Makeup Forever HD Skin. This is my second one. This is my second one. It launched last year. I used up one and I went and bought it again because it's so good. Summer stays on my skin. Winter stays on my skin. It looks so pretty. It's not that flat matte. It's not overly dewy. It is like a skin-like matte. I think satin matte is what the brands are calling them these days. Very skin-like. I know people with a dry skin that like this foundation, and then me with my oily skin, I like this foundation. I don't know how that works, but it's beautiful. It is like a medium coverage foundation, which I really like. If I put it on with a brush or a sponge, I can see, you know, some of my imperfections, skin coming through. I can layer it a little bit, put a little bit more on if I want a little more coverage, but I love a good medium coverage foundation. That one is beautiful. I'm actually almost out of this one, so I see a trip to Sephora in my future. Okay, so I do have that Lunar Beauty Lip Oil on that we talked about earlier, and I have it over my Give Beauty lipsticks, okay? Well, lipstick, one of them. So let me see. I think it's this one. Yeah, this is Stomp Box. These Give Beauty lipsticks are so good. Let me show you. I just pulled a couple. I really think Give Beauty makes great lip products. So I believe this is in, yeah, Anaheim Shine formula. So this is like a satin lipstick. It has a little bit of a shine to it, but it's not one of those like glossy, glowy lipsticks. It's just a lipstick with a sheen. The formula is so nice though. It stays on. Yes, these colors look similar, but Screen My Phone Calls is lighter. So yeah, I'm wearing Stomp Box today with that Lunar Beauty lip oil. It feels comfortable on the lips and it doesn't wear away quickly. Now, it's not a matte liquid lipstick or anything like that, so it's not gonna last, you know, from the time that you're born to your 57th birthday. You know, it's not gonna last that long, okay? It's not a matte liquid lipstick. But I can put this on and I don't feel like I need to reapply or touch up my lipstick until the evening. I can put it on, I can make it through lunch, I can make it through drinking my Coke Zeros all day, and it's still gonna look nice. It doesn't wear away super quickly, and it has this really comfortable finish on the lips. I really like it. I think Beaute does their lip products so well. They make me happy, okay? They make me happy. Let's talk though about the last of the things that I was like, yeah, this is the One Size bronzer. This is the Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio. So I am wearing this bronzer today. I'm not sure if you can tell how much I have used these, but I love having the 3 shades together because I can custom mix my bronzer according to what I want for the day. You know, like, we have different undertones and then a little deeper shade down here. It's beautiful. Now this bronzer is pigmented, okay? It's more pigmented than some other bronzers that I have. So definitely be light-handed, but it's beautiful. It's the bronzer I have on today. It just blends so easily for me. It gives me that bronzy look without making me look too much. You know, like it's pigmented, so I don't have to use a ton of product, but it's also very easy to blend, and I just feel great every time I use it. I really like One Size. You know this, okay? You already know this. So I hope that you enjoyed kind of this revisiting video. I think it's important to look back at the products that were really good. What is still a favorite for you? Let me know. What product is not new, but you still reach for it over and over again? I mean, I have a ton. I just wanted to do this little experiment with myself where I'm like, pick. I didn't go through skincare. I didn't go through hair care. I just looked at my makeup. I was like, what launched last year? What was a favorite? And then I kind of tested myself. So of course there are more. Like I said, if you watch last year's favorites video, I still love all the things that I talked about. So you can definitely check that out. I just thought this was fun. I want to encourage you, shop your stash, see what you have. I love new makeup. I love testing and trying new makeup. I am checking for new makeup all the time. But I still love my old favorites. You know, it doesn't have to be one or the other. But yeah, I just wanted to share these. I love makeup, so let me know your favorites. Give me some recommendations down in the comments. I'm really excited to film this year's favorite video because I do feel like there's been some really good product releases I can't wait to talk about. I will tell you, I'll put it in the description box, but I am wearing my Lilly Lashes Cat Eye Flare lashes. They're half lashes. I love half lashes. I know I'm going to have half lashes in my favorites video from this year because I can't get enough half lash this year. And then I'm wearing my Ensley Rain Lands of Enchantment palette. I have a video tutorials with this one up as well. I hope whatever you're doing, you're having an amazing day. Please do subscribe because I am going to have lots of videos coming. If you don't want to miss them, make sure you hit subscribe so I keep showing up on your subscription feed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you super soon in another one. Bye!